Okay. Let's make sure this is live. Looks like it. Looks like it. All right, so I'm streaming off my laptop as opposed to my desktop, and got some food in the oven, so I'm not gonna be probably the most focused, but the point of the stream is kind of to at the very least try to get through this article. So I've been working on the Build Your Own Grep Codecrafters Challenge, and it so far we've kind of just designed sort of explicit patterns. So any given, no, that's from a different session. But yeah, here's an example of like a test that the program runs. And, oh, okay, I didn't like that. But in the first position here, you have the input line, and over here is the pattern it's trying to match. And right now, our function is just mapping like explicit patterns on a whole line basis. So for example, if this pattern thing is like this, it matches for a digit. If it's this, it matches for a word. And then there's this. Sorry, I actually haven't looked at this in like a week. This is if it's a pattern like ABC, and if it's matching the characters in that set to the input line, or returning true if any character from that set matches the input line. And then, yeah, that's called a positive character group. So ABC should match apple, but not dog, because there's a character in this positive character group which matches a character in the input line. Match any character that is present within a pair of square brackets. Okay. Specify the list of characters, any of which may appear in an input string for a match to occur. Yep. And then we have negative character groups as well, which we check for because there is the sort of up arrow character after the opening square bracket. And that returns true if any of the characters between the square brackets are not within the input line, if I'm correct. So let's just confirm that. Match any character that is not present within a pair of square brackets. So this negative, whatever ABC, should match cat. Oh, since T is not in the set A, B, or C. So ABC should not match cab since those characters are in that set. Okay. So it matches. Okay, so I feel like I vaguely remember where we were. I just want to like pick this up again because I tend to start projects. Not even it's not even a project, but like my 9 to 5, 5 days a week is like a fairly stressful software job, and like this is the kind of stuff I should be doing outside of work. Sometimes it's easy to start it and less easy to keep up a habit sometimes. So, but I'd wanted to stream this next section because it involves kind of refactoring our code. And the reason we need to refactor it is because I think we'll probably have to figure out how to how to mesh different patterns character by character instead of looking at a whole line. Like our positive character group matching involved like validating that the whole. Oh wait, I'm not wearing my mic. My bad. Anyway, so that's what's going on. I just gotta pop those chicken strips in the oven, and then we'll read that article while they're cooking, and that might be it for. Okay, set a timer. 12.5 minutes here. $12 and 30 seconds. Okay. In this stage, we'll add support for patterns that combine the character classes we've seen so far. This is where your regex matcher or regex will start to feel useful. Keep in mind that this stage is harder than the previous ones. You'll likely need to rework your implementation to process user input character by character instead of the whole line at once. We recommend taking a look at the example code in a regular expression matcher by Rob Pike to guide your implementation. We have that article here. Let's in the back of our mind keep in mind so digit apple should match one apple but not one orange. Okay. Should match 100 apples but not one apple. Yeah, 3 dogs and 4 cats, but not one dog because the S is not present at the end. All right. So that's pretty cool. You need like a little input stream thing here where you go character by character through the pattern and maybe use like a tree. Anyways, let's read. Literal words. This involves backtracking later on, right? Back references. I don't know if that's the same. Okay. So just some background. Okay. Mm-hmm. The cats are fighting. Okay. Search for regular expression at the beginning of text. Regular expression at 0 is that 1. If at 1, that's end of line. Surely. The star in this is 0 or more occurrences the previous character. Matches 0 or more occurrences. So that's saying return match star. Regular expression 0. And then matches the end of the input string. So if it's what is the dot? Okay. Or an anchored match. Okay, so this implementation has stuff involving anchoring, 0 more times of matching. We just need to first basically write this driver. I mean, it's not a driver, but you know, like it's a driver font, like main. This is like the entry point. Just go look for this regular expression in this text. So, because we already have digit, we already have word, we don't have like literal, like string matching character by character. Must exit with 0. Fuck, Jesus, that scared me. I gotta flip my chicken strips. Function main, pattern, input line. If match pattern I should turn Copilot off. Right. No. Hmm. Yeah. 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 All right. So, fucking get rid of this shit. Let's. Uh. What's the. Before I go. Uh. Yeah, if you're checking if one app, if backslash, like if digit apple matches one apple, you know by checking there and then checking there, like digit matches one, space matches space, then you go A matches the for each if that matches match here. because if our input line, yeah, match here, input line, turn. So if this is basically already an implementation of match here. So we can say function match char, function match. This is like shit, but we'll fix it out later. Input line pattern char. If pattern char if right there. Input line. Oh, this already is match here. So get rid of this. And that. We just need rudimentary implementation of match. Function match, which example on a pattern, and don't fucking, sorry. Oh, dude. For Okay. Okay, so we were just checking if so. Wait, what? I gotta go eat food and watch football. See ya.